Guys, till the time being other people are joining, we can maybe do a quick round of introductions if anyone wanted to volunteer.
And feel free to drop in the chat. Where are you joining from? How did you hear about C4GT dedicated mentoring program? Any thoughts? So let's just hear, where are we all joining from? What colleges do you represent? Zeel, where are you joining from?
I'm from Tripoli, Nagpur.
And how did you hear about C4GT?
Movies for you.
So we have a chapter here at Triple IT Nagpur. Zeel is a part of that.
Nice. So we've heard from Mantara. Jivika, would you like to tell us, where are you joining from? How did you hear about C4GT? Or maybe you can just drop it in the chat if you're comfortable.
Hello everyone.
Hi. We'll start in another 2-3 minutes.
Okay. So I'm sharing a Slido code. So you can just open slido.com and you can join with that code. So we'll ask some questions and you can just share your you need to join it. I'm just sharing the link with you.
Hi, Sumit. We have Rocky, Aman.
So we'll start in next 2-3 minutes, and maybe till then other people can also join.
Yeah.
And will be really good if you guys are comfortable opening your videos and if you can just open your videos.
Meanwhile, can anyone let me know that are you able to join that bit.ly link or any problems that you're facing in that link? That was smooth, right?
Yes, Abhishek.
Yeah, no issues.
Cool.
So Nikhil, Anushka, where are you all joining in from? We'll start in another 2 minutes. Any people joining in? Hi, Manmeet. So I hear you're from Calvium.
Yes.
Hi, Nikhil. Where are you joining us from?
My name is Nikhil and I am joining from IIT Ropar.
How did you hear about C4GT?
I found about it from a YouTube video that was telling about open source contribution competitions.
That's interesting. So anyone would like to tell us in the chat how many pull requests have you merged? We heard 2 in the starting. Let's see if anyone can match that. Anyone here who's merged 2 pull requests, you can tell us in the chat. We have Aman who's merged 4 PRs. Nikhil is a new beginner. Okay. PRs in the C4GT repository. Very good question, Milind. Okay, so Sumit has merged 2 and 2 on the way. Wonderful. Is Samagra going to take any weekly stand-up? That is Aman's question. Shruti, do you want to take that?
Yeah, so we are going to start taking the stand-ups from the next week on the project. So you can join that stand-up. We'll create the event on Discord and we'll share the link also on our announcements channel. By the way, I'm just resharing the link. So you guys can join this link. I'm also sharing the code. You can ask your anonymous questions if you are having, or after the session you can give us the feedback. Also, I have also created one poll, like a general question, where are you joining from? So you can just write the city from where you are joining from, so I can see like if people writing there. I've shared the code and the link. A lot of are you from Delhi, Ranchi, Kharagpur. Okay, I can also present my screen.
Delhi, Ranchi, Lucknow.
Bangalore folks are active now. Great. Really good to see a diverse background people here, people joining the session. So we'll just start the session. Soumya, are you going to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll start sharing my screen. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much for joining the AMA session for Code for GovTech's dedicated mentoring program. Let me start by introducing Code for GovTech C4GT. C4GT is an ecosystem initiative which aims to bring about everyone in the open source community to build a very sustainable community around digital public goods, digital public infrastructure, which are essentially building blocks in technology that are emphasizing on social impact. So one of C4GT's community initiatives is the dedicated mentoring program, which we call it as DMP. DMP is an experiential learning program, which we can say that it will unlock a gateway of opportunities for you for anyone who's a student or a working professional across the globe. As part of this 3-month coding program, you will get opportunities to receive one-on-one mentorship from industry leaders to work on open source projects and solve population scale problems and drive impact. At the same time, get networking opportunities, get PPOs, potential job opportunities, and also the opportunity to earn a stipend of INR 3 lakh for your contributions. Let me take you through the timelines that we'll have for the dedicated mentoring program in 2024. So if you can see on the screen, we do have a bonus for everyone who's joining the AMA today. We start on, sorry.
Yeah, you can just go ahead, Soumya.
We start on April 8th, which is when the applications will open on Unstop platform. There you can see what are the problem statements being rolled out on Unstop. You'll have a comprehensive procedure. You can just apply on Unstop. And the application deadline is 1st of May. 1st of May, the applications will close on Unstop. Unstop is the only platform through which you can apply to C4GT. 25th May, we'll be declaring the results for the selected contributor cohort for DMP 2024. 1st of June, our cohort will kickstart their coding period, and this will be a 3-month coding period which ends on 11th of September. So these are the broad timelines. And for those of you who've joined in our AMA, as promised, here's the bonus for joining it. You can also boost your selection chances to DMP by 25%. How will we do that? Your contributions to the tickets in C4GT's open community will earn you points. And on the basis of your contributions and those points, your chances of selection will be increased by 25%. So from here, I pass it on to you, Shruti, to take you forward for any details. Do we have any questions, any concerns, any clarifying questions that you may want to share with us? Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions. You can also do that on the chat window.
Yes, also addressing one question which I can see in the Slido, that is it too late to start for DPG program? So the answer is completely no. So it's in fact the application has not been started yet. So you are the early bird. So just yes, 25% is fixed. Yes, we'll cover everything, the detailed selection criteria and everything. I'll also walk you through this 25% criteria more in detail. And AMA is basically Ask Me Anything session. So we'll have like a Q&A round also. So where you can put your questions forward. Cool. I'm just presenting my screen. Is my screen is visible to everyone? You guys can just unmute yourself, or you can just give me a thumbs up if the screen is visible to you.
It's visible.
Yep, it's visible.
Great. Which as Soumya also mentioned, so you'll get the edge. Like if you so there's a 25% evaluation criteria if you get your pull request merged into the community program. Now, first the question arises, like, what is the community program, or like how you can contribute to this project, or how you can get that edge, right? How you can get extra that bonus points, that 25% bonus points, how you can contribute to that. So it's very simple. I'll just walk you through the process. You can just drop your questions in the chat or in the Slido, wherever you are comfortable. I'll take that questions after I completely, after I completely walk you through the process. So this is our Code for GovTech website. Once you go onto the community program in the navigation bar, there's a community program projects. Once you click over it, you will head over to this page. This page is having a list of couple of issues. So basically these issues have been created on GitHub, and they have the label of C4GT community and are in particular template which we have provided. So you need to, and each and every ticket is mapped with a complexity. So basically each issue is having either a low complexity or a medium complexity or a high complexity. You can sort the tickets on the basis of tech skills, on the basis of points, on the basis of organization, on the basis of complexity. So you can use all those filters, and you can select which issue ticket is, best fit for you, which issue ticket actually you can solve. So maybe let's say I'm sorting it for the 10 points. So you wanted to solve for a low tickets. So these are the some of the tickets which you can go to. You can explore these tickets, and you can, start raising a pull request for those tickets. Let's say if I see for a high, the tickets which is having a high complexity. So let's say I go to the user registration ticket. So this ticket is having a comprehensive detail. It provides you the description, what actually the ticket is expecting, what is the key objectives, what are the implementation details, what is the learning path, how you can set up the project, what is the acceptance criteria, what are the key milestones, and what are the tech stack needed. So basically this, if someone is comfortable with the Python, he or she can definitely go to this ticket and can explore this ticket. So similar to Python, we have like multiple tech stacks where you can explore the tickets. And once you explore the ticket, you need to raise a pull request. So generally what I have seen is a lot of people just comment that I'm interested in the ticket. It's good you show your interest by commenting it, but it's also good if you can start raising a draft pull request. So once you raise a draft pull request, so your mentor can also see like how you are approaching towards the problem statement, what is your solution, or how you are looking at the architecture of that problem statement. So it will be good if you can start raising the pull request, and it will be the first come first serve basis on the basis of a pull request. So once you raise your pull request on the particular ticket, so your mentor will review that pull request, and mentor will provide you the comments on the changes which you have made. If mentor feels that your changes are good enough and you have completed the ticket, and then once your pull request get merged, you will get the respective points. So let's say if you have solved the low complexity ticket, you will get the 10 points. If you have solved the high complexity ticket, you will get the 30 points. And one very important point to note is, while you are raising a pull request, it's very necessary to tag a issue ticket which you are solving in your description. So while you are raising a pull request, in description, please write fixes, resolves, closes, and the issue number which the pull request has been linking to. So once you do this process, and also if you can just tell me how many of you are on Discord or on C4GT Discord server. Just let me know if anyone is not aware about C4GT Discord server, or if anyone is not on the server. Okay, if you are not on the server, we'll share our Discord link with you. You can join our Discord server. So basically, we post different things, different announcements related to C4GT. We'll post that in the announcements channel, and you can check those things on our C4GT Discord server. So it's very necessary to be a part of Discord server. And the very other crucial step is to get you registered. So you need to link your GitHub and Discord so that we can understand that you are a part of a C4GT community, which is our Discord channel. And that's why we can just track your pull request. And then only you get the points. So you need to register yourself. So first you need to enter your name. So once you do it, it will give you a link, authenticate GitHub. Once you click on this, since I've already linked my GitHub and Discord, so it will directly give me the success. I'll come back to my Discord server, and how will I check whether my GitHub and Discord has been linked? So I get the verified contributor badge. So if you can see, I have this verified contributor badge. So in this way, I can check that I have linked my GitHub and Discord. So if this is the case, then you are good to go with the contributions, and you can make those contributions and you'll get the points. So after doing this process, you have to raise the pull request. Once you raise the pull request or your pull request has been merged by your mentor, then you get the points, and where you can see your points. So on our community, on a C4GT website only, under the community program, there is a leaderboard heading. So if once you click on this, you'll get to see there's a lot of people who have already contributed to it. So they are having the different DPG points, and at different points, you have the different incentives. So maybe you get a certificate, you get the goodie box, or maybe if you get a lot of higher points, then you also get the chance to in-person visit a DPG dialogue, which is our annual event. You also get some of the contributors can also get fancy goodies like Alexa, headphones. So we have the proper incentive framework. You can explore that in our C4GT GitHub. So if you go to the Code for GovTech organization inside the C4GT repository, you can see our wiki, and you can read more about the program, how the program actually works, what things which you can do, and what are the actually point system is there. So you can explore all these things, what points, how to solve the tickets. So we have also created, getting started for the contributors. So you can go to this page, you can read about, if you're not familiar with open source, GitHub, you can read about it. You can see, we have in detail explained the process that how you need to do this. So whatever I have just explained you, we have also documented it. Just go through this page, read about it. If you have any questions, please ask it out on Discord. And this is how we go about it. So once you do it, you will get the points. And basis on the points you get, you get the edge in dedicated mentoring program. So this is what Soumya was also mentioning, that 25% weightage is of your community program contributions. So yes, now I can see like a lot of messages on the chat. So let me. Yes, 25% criteria is fixed, Aman. Selection criteria is basically you need to write a proposal document. So proposal is basically a design document of the problem statement. This year, dedicated mentoring program 2024 problem statements are going to live on 1st of April 2024. So then you have to explore those projects, and you can write a detailed design document about it. But this is the time where you can get the edge from others. You can start contributing to it, and you can, achieve more and more points. The stipend is 1 lakh. So yes, Soumya shared the link where you can contribute to the ticket. So this code for govtech.in/community projects. So community program projects. If you go to this link, Soumya has also shared this link. If you go to this link, you can easily can see these projects. So you can check the leaderboard for the points. So basically you can, Glenn, you can basically check your points here once you raise the pull request. So there are already a lot of people here in our leaderboard. So close to 65 people have, started. So it's a high time you can also start. Soumya has also shared the quick links, a link to a Discord community, how to get started with GitHub, previous year projects, and the, community projects portal where you can explore the projects. Tanishka, please, if you are not on the server, please do join the server, and please link your GitHub and Discord. So 75% weightage is of your design document. So we'll also cover like what a design document looks like, and once the projects get live. So it's basically you need to write a detailed document, and you need to tell what exactly you can do in that problem statement, how you're approaching towards that problem statement. So I can just show you like a one sample proposal or design document which I have created. So I have created this for Google Summer of Code. This is not specifically for Code for GovTech, but I have did Google Summer of Code in my second year of the college. So this is in that regards. So I have put, and this is very, this is on your creativity, how best you can put your thinking around that problem statement. So I have put it this way. I've started with the abstract. I've wrote about the main objectives of the problem statement. Then I have created like a table of content. I've covered the relevant skills which are needed for the project. What I'll gain out of participating in this program. Then I'll write a project detail. So I'll give a working, what is currently working, what are the problems, what are the solutions which I am looking for, and how I'm going to achieve the solution. So I'll break down the solution into the milestones. So after breaking the solution to milestones, I have also put an implementation detail of each and every milestone, that how I'm going to achieve it, what kind of a sequence diagram. So I've also attached a sequence diagram, how, data flow is going to happen, how the components are going to communicate with each other, what should be the global state management which I'm going to use. So I've created a detailed document about it. I have wrote a timeline, approximate timeline, which I feel, from let's say June 7 to June 15, I'll complete this milestone. From June 16 to July 2, I'll complete this milestone. So you need to have that clarity, how you can solve that problem statement. And then I have written like how I can contribute to, if future into that project. And then I have wrote about my availability, then like some of my personal details, my prior experience, and I've also written like what are the pull requests which are merged, which what are the issues which I have raised. So I've contributed to couple of open source repositories. So I've wrote all those. And then I have wrote about why me and thanking note. So this is a very sample proposal. It's not a hardcore constraint that you need to follow this proposal and you need to, I've wrote this in this like 2.5 years back. So you can definitely come up with a better solution, come up with a better approach, come up with a better structure. So this is what proposal means. And main thing is you can try to contribute as much you can possible, right? So if your open source contributions are good, then it's a very high chance that you can be part of DMP. Yeah. Till when you can contribute anytime. So there's not as such any cap or any deadline, Aman. Milind, how many projects will be released? So this we'll declare, but you get to know on 1st of April only. So we'll disclose all the information then about the project number, what kind of a projects will be there. Almost all the orgs are coming to it, and mainly it counts for your contributions. So maybe if you have any specific question whether this organization is a part of C4GT 2024 this year or not, so you can ping us, we can let you know that. But regardless, you can contribute. You'll get the experience, your GitHub get improved, your open source contributions get improved, you will get the diverse experience. Is this leaderboard for this year? I didn't get your question. Milind, can you just reframe your question? Matlab, this leaderboard is for this year only. I can maybe go with Ayush question. The project that will be launched in April, do we need to build them from scratch or just contribute in them? So there could be the possibility for both, Ayush. So there could be some of the problem statement where you need to contribute from scratch. There could be some of the problem statements where you can contribute, matlab there will be some code base and you have to add a feature or you have to add some microservice to it. Yes. You can individually participate even if you're working or interning somewhere else. Soumya has shared the link, Rocky, so I hope that answers your question. Manmeet, the file, which file you are referring to, the proposal you're referring to, I would say that I can share this link. Maybe I can share this link close to maybe when applications are going to be closed. Otherwise, if I'll share this link to you, you'll get the ideas from this only. You will not think creatively about the solution. So I would say take a cut at your side. Think of the structure which you would like to put, and then maybe you can look at it, or maybe you can Google search about it. There are a couple of proposals, there are a couple of people who have created the videos on how to write a good design document.
Okay, thank you.
Sumit ka question is Shiksha Lokam coming. So you can contribute to Shiksha Lokam. I'm not sure. Maybe Shelza, Soumya can answer this question whether Shiksha Lokam will be the part of C4G 2024 or not, matlab DMP. But yes, they have like a lot of tickets on committee, and regardless, it doesn't matter that in which organization you're contributing. Only the points matter and how quality pull requests you have raised. There is nothing as such eligibility. Someone has DM'd me this question.
Yeah, I think AJ has asked on community also. There's no eligibility criteria or any college restriction. You can be from any college. You can be a working.
As far as your 12th pass, you're good to go. How many orgs will join this year? They're not as such, Aman, there's not as such upper cap. So right now we have like couple of 20-25 organizations already in the funnel, right? And there are a lot more to be a part of it. So you can expect a good number of organizations, but I don't think so that would affect your contributions. Yeah, it will be. It was for Feb for GovTech. The projects will be open after that also. You can share the Alok. You can ask your question. You can share the repositories on the Discord channel so we can see. So there are people from last year as well. We have started this program, a couple of months back, Milind. Any other questions? You
Nikhil,
guys can now unmute yourself and can just put your questions, whatever your concerns.
Got it. So if you don't have more questions, we do have Mohit joining us, who is a contributor for DMP 2023, and he'd be willing to share his experience, his journey. So Mohit, can you tell us about what was your experience with Code for GovTech's dedicated mentoring program?
Yeah. Hi everyone. So I am Mohit and I contributed to HCX project. It was about creating a JavaScript SDK for health claims exchange. So those of you who don't have any idea of what it is basically a protocol which is similar to internet or you can say messaging, but it is specifically related to make the communication of the health claims or data exchange. So my project was about that. I got initially I made proposal and upon many iterations on it and after improving it, my mentor finally accepted my proposal. And my experience of working was very, very great. The thing that made it best for me was I had a very senior person from that organization joining us bi-weekly. His name was Abhishek Jain, and he was, I guess, the CTO at Swast. I'm not sure, but the way how he shared his experiences and how he shared the mindset of people who are working in DPG around building DPG and DPI products. That was quite fascinating about how to approach any problem which is based on such a large population scale. So that was the most unique part about it. And except that the program was fabulous. I had some like there were I would say the journey was not very smooth for me. There were many ups and downs, but overall it was the outcome was very great, and I learned very much along the way. So even in my skill sets, I grew from very mediocre skill set to a good level of skill set where I could write production ready code. And the most important thing that I think would be that I wrote tests, and it was first time I wrote integration tests, which most of you would be unfamiliar with, like what are tests and why do we need them. But I think that is one of the most important part of a production ready code. So that was about my experience.
Thanks, Mohit. We have questions in the chat. Everyone wants to know, did you prepare for it? How did you hear about it? So what is the kind of preparation that's required, if you can tell them?
So my approach was not to find projects that aligns with my skill set and that aligns with my interest. So I had 2, 3 more projects that I found out which were interesting for me, but I thought that learning a lot that projects were far beyond my current skill level at that time. Yeah, sure. I'll share my GitHub. Yeah, and regarding preparation, I would say that you need to have this mindset that you can learn along the way, and the thing that is important is your dedication and your proactiveness. If you are proactive, then things will happen, and you will learn things exponentially, and the other day you will know that you are selected.
Thanks.
So that's about the.
Any questions for Mohit, guys? You can unmute yourself. You can also write that in the chat window. He's also left his GitHub link, so you can see the profile, you can see the kind of profile that he's built and what was his experience with C4GT DMP 2023. So thank you so much, Mohit, for sharing your experience. Let's hear it from Shlok, who's also been a contributor and has been a part of our journey. So Shlok, can you take us through how was your experience? And similar questions, how did you hear about it? How did you prepare for it? What was your objective?
Yeah, so hello guys, my name is Shlok. So recently, I'm working as a data scientist in Bhati. So previous before when I was a contributor. So first question is how did I hear about C4GT? So before that, I was intern at Ministry of IT. So I was doing my projects related to the data science, data analytics at the part. So after that, I hear about there's the opportunity, open source opportunity in the social sector. So I was thinking about the what are the use cases, how can I contribute? And as you all know, AI is quite emerging in the field of social sector also. So after that, when I went through the GitHub of the C4GT and went through all of the projects. So I just listed out. First of all, I just iterate all over the projects and check whether is my tech stack match, is there any projects that is somehow related to the AI. So first of all is the process of to selecting the projects in which I can contribute, and then after that just pick it out the because you can apply at most for the 3 projects. So I have to filter it out on my highest priority that in which I am most comfortable and most I would say that I'm be more what should I say that I would be contributing with the high accuracy and will develop any AI tool that will show some impacts at least. So that's my aim at the time. So I just picked it out three projects. One is from Karmyogi, one is from Sunbird Inquiry. So I have applied another one also. So I got selected for the Sunbird Inquiry. So my task was to build an AI tool to automate the process of question generation. So it is something like that whenever for the Diksha platform after that. So it is like you have a sessions, you have a PDFs, you have a learning materials all over there, but you just don't want it to create a questions by manual process. So I just build a tool there in which you provide the context in any form, in a PDF format, in textual format of any subject. Let us assume that I have a 11th class biology chapter, and after that I have a PDF for that, and I just feed it out through the model, and after that it will create a questions on demand of how many questions I want. And also I have created two pipelines for that. One is for the subjective question, and one is for the objective question. So at the time, what was the challenge I faced it, and I also very at the time very happy after that I solved that challenge. It was like whenever I'm creating the objective questions, so the other options are not very much similar. It is somehow that you can get the answer itself, like whatever you have read the question, and the AI is not capable to generate more relatable MCQ that is incorrect, that is somehow incorrect, or we say outliers. So after that, I have solved that challenge, and that's a quite good journey of the time, and the mentors are supported at the time. So it is somehow my journey and how I selected the projects and how I'm aware about that there's a program of C4GT. Yeah, so I guess that's it.
Thanks, Shlok. And can you tell us that after your program, how was your experience? Did it help in any sort of mentorship or any other opportunities? I think as contributors, interested applicants, when we are in college, we'd all love to know what are the opportunities after this? So these are the questions that are popping up.
So basically, as you can see, I'm a data scientist at Dhwani. So after the C4GT, I got the opportunities to a various domain networks in the social sector. Various organizations are contributed. I've also went through the DPG summit, and where I have interacted with various people, various CTO, CEO. So after the C4GT period, I was looking for the opportunities in the field of AI. And I had a picture at the time ki I wanted to produce my code within the social sector, so it shows the impact. Like the impact trigger came in my mind, because whenever I go to the MNCs, that I'll be working for some projects, but my contribution is not that much reflectable at the time. So at that point I was looking for, I have to contribute, which will show the impact. So after that, I've sent a cold mail through the CEO of Dhani, and I have mentioned that I was a contributor in C4GT. I've built this tool. So they are pretty much, what would I say, like pretty much happy to listen that this person has contributed in the social sector. They have arranged the further rounds and all of the processes, and then I'm just here. You can see. So it's a quite good opportunity you can get. Just build the networks and talk to like-minded people and interact with people. So it's like something.
Thank you so much, Shlok. Any questions anyone has on Shlok's journey? He's shared many, many insights that will be useful to you, when you're in college. Okay, so we do have community questions. Thank you so much, Shlok, for sharing your experience with us. Aman is asking if I'm attempting to know an issue and I feel confused about it, how to begin with it. So Aman will also be sharing how to contribute. There is a GitHub starter kit that Shruti has consolidated. You can just take those simple links and use the Discord servers, use this community to post your questions. There are 9,000 plus contributors on the community, and people from the community are very active in sharing the resources, the guidance, and even helping you. So please feel free to have your questions, your resource sharing on the Discord servers, on the Discord community channels going.
Also, just adding on to what Soumya has said, Aman. So it's, it's a learning curve, and everyone goes, Rishit, Shlok, Mohit, Simran, everyone is agree with me that whenever you are making your first pull request or whenever you are making your first contribution, right, it's overwhelming because you didn't understand the tech stack. Whenever I made my first pull request when I was contributing for GSOC, so I didn't understand. I know only the 10% of the tech stack which that code base was using, and it's a legacy code base which is which was in production like from past 10 years, so I didn't get it, right? So it happens with everyone, but you do your research, you check it on Google, you check the Stack Overflow, you check it on Chat GPT, use as many tools as possible to resolve your query. But still, if it is not working out, share it with your mentor, with your research, that that this is my question. I'm not able to figuring out this answer. I've shared, on these resources. I get these answers, but I'm still not able to, make my code work. So in that way, mentor also feel like you did your pre-research, you did your research at your end, then you are coming to them. So yes, that's the way to go about it. I hope that answers your question, Aman.
Shlok, would you like to add anything to that? Like how you tackled with the situation when you were completely unaware about a particular tech stack or technology, and then you were facing this kind of issue. Any points to add? Shlok, Mohit.
So I just wanted to add so in my journey actually, so I was building a AI tool at the time. So as I mentioned, my biggest challenge was to create a MCQ question that is very relatable and that you have to gauge yourself more to understand which option is right. So those options should be very much similar. For that, I was looking for I was not aware about at the time how can I do this. So I was looking for various GitHubs, I was looking for various Medium articles at the time. So the first pointer I would say, just interact with the guys that as you can see in open source contributing. So I just talk to any Kaggle expert and I see his Kaggle, and after that I just sent a message to him. Hey, can you please suggest me anything? I'm working on this project and you have done something similar. So he just suggested me that you should try these model, you should try these approaches. So at the time I got to know, oh, there is a concept of maximum marginal relevance which is exists in AI. At the time I was not aware about. So it's something about interact with open source contributor, interact with people that have contributed in the same domain, and also interact with your mentor. Just mention them and they will solve your problem. And after that, maybe at the time they'll also not give you solution at the correct time, at the instantaneous time, but they will come back to their organization and ask any mentor that come at the time and suggest you. So it's something like that, I guess.
Thank you, Shlok. I think that was helpful for the contributors. Yeah. Yes, on.
Abhishek. So now I just wanted to hear from Rishit and Simran. How has your journey been? What were the doors after this? How was your experience? Anything that interested contributors can take away. So Rishit, we'll start with you and then we can go ahead with Simran.
Sure. Thank you, Soumya. Hello, everyone. My name is Rishit Gupta. I'm a final year computer science undergraduate, and I hope everyone is doing fine. Yeah, so talking about C4GT, C4GT has been a really great platform for me, like contributing to open source projects that have real world impact, and C4GT has definitely helped me accomplish that. So how did I hear about it? I heard about it on the Unstop platform, right? One of my friends shared that there's an open source program that's happening, right? Prior to this, I got rejected for GSOC, so that's one big thing. So he realized that, okay, you might want to, contribute to bigger projects that are available. So I went on to Unstop platform and I found about C4GT that they are conducting an open source program for DPG and DPI projects. So I went there, I checked out the tech stack. Tech stack was the main thing that I was, very much interested in. I am mainly a front-end developer. Recently, I've transitioned into back-end. So now I'm like a completely full stack web developer. But at that time, I was basically focused on front end. So in front end, I realized I knew JavaScript, TypeScript, JavaScript, TypeScript, Turbo Repo, Redux, and all these tools. I had a very less knowledge about all these things, but when I entered the program, I understood all these things in very depth. Like I got these concepts really strong because there were projects that were creating population scale impact. So I made all the good practices there, and all the code that I was writing, I was making sure it's scalable and it's giving the best output that's possible, right? So it's not necessary that you know all the skills that are required in a certain project. If even if you know 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 skills, that's more than sufficient. You just need to make a start, right? Once you make a start, you will be good to go, and hopefully mentors will be there to help you out. And the best part about C4GT is that you have the mentors prior to the contributions you start. Like for example, the community program that's happening, you are in touch with your mentors, so that when you start contributing, start making your proposals, mentors will always be there with you. They can guide you on the right practices to build the proposal in so that you can get selected for the C4GT program. Similar thing happened to me as well when I was contributing to C4GT program. I had my mentor in touch with, I was constantly in touch with him before even getting my proposal ready. I had already made few contributions to it. I had a span of 1 month. In that period, I made few contributions to the project, which I selected, right? So that was one thing. And how was my experience? My experience was really great. I contributed to Sunbird UCI. If you go ahead and check it out, like Sunbird is basically helping building Diksha platform. Like it is the DPG for it. And I was basically responsible for building the communication gap that was between the farmers and the government officials. So the major milestones that I accomplished in this project were basically focusing on a single channel, efficient channel, rather than juggling between multiple avenues, right? You have WhatsApp, Telegram, and all those platforms for communication, but we wanted to create a single platform where the farmers can have one-way or two-way type of communication with the government officials, right? I was basically responsible for refactoring of the components, abstraction of the code to multiple levels, building an npm package, right? That was very phenomenal for me because all along I've been just installing npm packages. This time I built my own npm package, which was really great, and setting up Redux store and all those things, right? And beyond C4GT, it has been really amazing for me. I'll tell you that I got a 6 month plus, 6 month intern offer, and based on that, I'll have a PPO option in my college, right? It was mainly possible because of C4GT, because of the open source contributions I made, in the program, right? Because I was searching for job opportunities right after C4GT, although I had a verbal offer from Samagra itself because of my really great contributions made to the project, right? But I was looking forward to more opportunities in the college placement itself. And my company shortlisted me through the GitHub profile, right? On the GitHub profile, I had a lot of contributions made in C4GT. So they listed me, and I had multiple rounds of interview, and I cleared that. So it was an amazing opportunity. In fact, a director of engineering has also approached me once in a while, like a long time back, where he discussed about the Sunbird UCI thing, right? The project I contributed to. Even it was like really like amazing feeling for me because senior authorities are contacting me for that. And yeah, I think it was a really great opportunity for me to contribute to C4GT, and I was amazed by all the things that happened in the 2 months. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Rishit, for comprehensively covering your experience. And it's really great to see that, because last year I remember you were on the other side. Uh,
Right,
right.
right. Yes.
Yes. So really great to see that.
Thanks, Rishit.
Thank you.
It was very,
Thank
very
you.
comprehensive. And I'm sure if you have any questions, drop in your GitHub. People really want to follow you, people.
Okay.
Drop in your GitHub profiles.
Just
Have any
don't get
questions?
overwhelmed. That's all. Yeah, I'll share it.
No, but I think it's very helpful, and especially the fact that, from AMA
Yeah.
sessions to participating and then being on this side. I hope all of us get that opportunity. So thank you, Rishit.
Thank
We'll
you.
also hear from Simran. So Simran, tell us where you're joining from. How was your experience last year? What were your questions last year? And how did they get solved along the journey?
Yeah, so again, C4GT has been like one of one very amazing journey I have had. So yeah, where did I find it? Again, on the Unstop platform. And like after that, I was initially applying for GSOC, so that was something I think which helped me a bit, uh, because I had my proposals, whatever I prepared there, it helped me here as well, because again, it was all about open source. Then what else? Like when I started, again we started with shortlisting the projects which were like. Something which we are used to, obviously some tech stack we wanted to filter it out mainly. So I was into Angular, so I wanted something related to Angular, so I started filtering out the projects as per that. But again, when we are searching for projects, not everything will be something which we know. There will be things which are different and we will have to try out. So again, so the one which for which I applied, they were like around three for which I applied, and like it was Sunbird Inquiry, and all the three proposals I think I made for that only. So Sunbird Inquiry had AWS, which was new for me. So yeah, that was something I learned. Apart from it, when we like after the coding and everything got done, we worked like around a month on the like on improving the quality of the code. I learned about something called as sonar checks and stuff. uh, that was very like important because it showed that like your pull request cannot be merged until your the code coverage, there's no redundancy in the code you're giving, there's no repetition in the code, and the quality of the code which is being checked automatically before your code is being merged. So that was something very important. And the test cases, yeah, obviously we are not that used to of writing test cases before. We simply write the code, we don't write the test cases. So again, that was something which I learned throughout this entire journey, especially when it came to things related to coding, a systematic procedure of writing a code, push like pull, making a pull request, and then making it merge and all of that. So yeah, overall an amazing journey. And yes, like we had endpoint evaluations, we had midpoint evaluations. Those were something which kind of helped us in have more confidence in what work we were doing, because we got to present our work. And like I think there was, I think, I presented in front of the founder of Take3. I don't remember the name properly, but yeah. So yeah, as soon after that, like he even presented an offer that like you can join as an intern and stuff. So you see that like there's a lot of opportunities available here. uh, it's just that, and we are getting the opportunity to present what work we did throughout this time. So that was something I would really cherish throughout. Yeah. That's it from my end. Yeah.
Thank you, Simran. I
Thank you
mean,
so much, Simran.
wonderful that
Yeah.
you've broken it down into the milestones that you covered and how that has translated into some form of learning. How is it different from how we're writing the code, and some best practices that we take away? So
Yeah.
that's very helpful.
And also the very good part is all the contributors are very humble. They have shared their learning experience. They have not, anyone hasn't shared about their stipend, right? That was one of the major motivation when you guys were also applying, right? So yes, these are all the additional perks which they have talked about. Yes. Uh, any questions?
Milin has a question that hosts, can you please introduce yourself and give us your contact information? Sure. So we're very proud to first start with our ex-contributors that are here. Simran, Shlok, Rishit, Mohit. If I'm missing anyone, please, you should come and introduce yourself, switch on your videos and share your contribution journey. And then our team, Shruti has taken us through all the details of how you can fill in your proposals, what are the timelines. So Shruti is also part of the Code for GovTech team. Abhishek has been interfacing with you. Abhishek, can you also turn in? So I'll give
Yeah.
a minute to Shruti, Abhishek, and Vanshika to introduce themselves as well. Abhishek looks into our all college chapter engagement, and Vanshika is also from our team. So over to you guys. Shruti, we'll start with you, and then
Yeah.
Abhishek.
So hi guys, I've also shared my GitHub and will also be sharing my LinkedIn here. So I have joined Samagra like around 3 years back. So it's been a long journey, but I'm not that old. I have just recently graduated in 2023. So yes, I'm almost of your age only. So I've been graduated to GSS Noida, but before joining to Samagra, I've been quite early in my career, so I've also did Google Summer of Code both as a mentee, and then I've got lucky to be a part as a mentor also of that project. Then I've been a part of Code for GovTech initially when we have started in 2022, and majorly I've been contributed to a lot of digital public goods and digital public infrastructure throughout my journey at Samagra. So yeah, it's been a really learning journey for me. I've learned exponentially. I've grown exponentially here. So yes, that's about me. If anything particular you wanted to know about me, then yeah, happy to take that.
Yeah. Hey, hi, folks. Abhishek this side. So I'm the person who keeps troubling you with continuous tags. So I have recently joined the Samagra team, and yeah, I'm working in the community along with Shruti to circulate all the information and build the community into a more vibrant one. And I'm also leading the college chapters and the engagements with the various college administrations on that front. So yeah, that's about me. And one interesting fact that you can DM me anytime on Discord, and you'll receive a reply in a very short while time. So you can consider it a chatbot. So feel free to interact. But I'll prefer you use the discussions channel. Okay. Uh, but you'll always get quick replies on the DM also. So yeah. But now I would definitely hope ki you guys would start troubling your mentors, like the contributor cohort from 2023, also for your queries. Just tag them, just ask your queries, and then so that the chatbot speed is not required for solving your queries. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Hello.
Abhishek will be our best chatbot friend. We'll move to Vanshika. We have Vanshika and
I guess
Shel from our
yeah,
team.
Vanshika and Shelza has dropped off because of their other meeting.
Okay.
Soumya,
That
yeah.
leaves you with me. I am Soumya. I'll be looking into the dedicated mentoring program. I work with a chatbot and a technical wizard, Abhishek and Shruti, respectively. And I'm very happy to see that there's a legacy that DMP kickstarted in the year 2022. And this is the third edition of the dedicated mentoring program with Rishit, Simran, Shlok, Mohit, and everyone, giving their introduction, sharing a brief. So looking forward to all of you joining dedicated mentoring program. I've left my LinkedIn and email ID in the chat.
Yeah, thank you, Soumya. Addressing Rohit's question, yeah, I not did anything special. It just happened. I'm the COVID batch student, so I was at home, so I was just exploring things, and I was just started exploring web, started exploring GitHub, started exploring open source, and that's where I've landed. So I have worked hard initially, in my college year, but now it's been quite a time. Yes, sure, Nishant. You can definitely ask in Discord.
Hetal, I'll let Rishit, Simran, or Mohit, Shlok take up your question. How do I get jobs after getting into this program? Anyone would like to take it up, guys?
Yeah, I would like to take it up. See, the thing is, it depends completely on the company that you're applying to. If you're performing really well in the C4GT program, then definitely there are opportunities in the organization that you're contributing to, right? That's one thing. Another thing is, at least what I experienced was that based on your GitHub profiles, also companies are shortlisting, and at least my company, the current company that I am working in, has shortlisted me through the GitHub profile only because they saw contributions in my GitHub profile that were related to C4GT, and I had prior experience to this as well. I was working as an software development intern in an Australian company, so that was also something that they looked into, right? So that definitely helps you make a good GitHub profile, contribute to as many open source projects as you can, and then definitely you will land up a good job. Yeah.
Yes, and there's no one hardcore path. So for Rishit, it will be different. For Simran, it will be different. For Shlok, it will be different. For me, it will be different, right? So we can just share our experiences, but at the end, you need to carve your own way. So yes, how to make connections on the way while you're contributing? Zeel has asked. Anyone wanted to take that up?
Be
Yes,
active
Simran,
in
go
the
ahead.
calls you have, like within it, and yeah, like you will have like plenty of contributors who will be along with you. You will know them as well. It's like how you maintain your connections with them throughout. Yeah.
So, Zeel, I think one thing to borrow from Simran's experience where she broke it down also was your midterm, your end term evaluations that will happen midpoint and endpoint milestones within the program. That is where you'll interface with a lot of other leaders within the community. And I think Rishit and Shlok also mentioned that you'll have access to forums and boot camps where you will find people from this ecospace. So we will give you opportunities to network, and from there, of course, it is in your hands how you're cultivating those relations. But surely we will give you those dedicated mentors who will act as resources, and also other mentors that you'll get access to throughout the program through certain DPG dialogues and other forums that we'll conduct. Do we have more questions? Anyone wants to unmute themselves and ask any question? Anything on the chat? So if not, guys, I will take.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask a very quick question.
Yes.
What is one thing that you guys look for in candidates who apply for Code for GT?
So I would ask you a reverse question. Let's say if you are a mentor of an open source project, how will you
Yes.
select a contributor?
Someone who is active
Yes,
and following the right guidelines, whatever they have listed.
yes. And who had some past experience, who had made contributions to your project, right? Because
Yes.
then you know that that person has been comfortable with your project.
Yes.
Similar things the mentors are looking for you, in you, if they are
Okay.
selecting you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We had one doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
Submit proposal.
Your voice is echoing, Zeel. Can you just please come again?
I'll check.
Huh?
I think Zeel said that he'll be writing in the chat. We've taken Zeel's questions. So if someone else is coming up in the chat. Can we contribute after submitting the proposal?
Yes, you
Oh.
can. But it will be good if you can also contribute before submitting the proposal so that you can write a open source contributions into your proposal. And regardless, you can contribute after submitting the proposal, before submitting the proposal, after finishing of DMP, before starting of DMP, you can contribute anytime. So there's no, you know, hard fast limit to it.
Also, very quickly before we convene, you know, contributing to the open community tickets, that is open and available. But if you do that before 8th of April, your contributions will account for 25% weightage towards your selection for the dedicated mentoring programs cohort. The applications will go live. You can see the problem statements on Unstop from 1st of April, but you can submit your proposals, your design documents on 8th of April on Unstop, and the deadline for doing that will be 1st of May. You can contribute on up to 3 proposals. We'll bring you these guidelines also. The coding period will be 1st of June to 11th of September, where you will be required to work remotely. If required for certain special cases, then you may have to travel down, depends on the organization that you're doing the project with. So we've had instances where people have networked with their mentors, huddled with their tech teams, and that is also a possibility. Let me also take you through a few project glimpses since there were questions around that. So, for example, if my screen is visible to everyone, we had projects with the National Health Authority. You heard about Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Yojana. So the Ayushman Bharat mission, under that we had 5 projects, which largely, if I talk about one project, it talks about the LOINC protocol, where there is interoperability of the health records. That just makes it more seamless and more structured for different health agencies to use the health data. These are some of the projects in which you can go on GitHub. I've left the links to previous year's projects and see. You will find files to the GitHub project. The repository is created by our contributors. They've also shared their experiences in a YouTube video. So you can find all this information, and you'll find certificates. And again, you'll have a vast access to our advisors who are like Abhishek Singh. He's an IAS officer with the Ministry of Meti is what we call it. And you also have Pramod Verma, who's sitting as the chief architect of Aadhaar. So your network will, of course, be amplified. And we have our, we're supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Omidyar Network India. Digital Public Goods Alliance is our knowledge partner, and GitHub is our platform partner. So these are all our partners and advisors. So you'll get access to all of this. Looking forward to more questions that you have about certain partner organizations that had given their problem statements last year. A lot of them will be floating the problem statements this year as well. So we're looking forward to your contributions. And that's all from our side. Do we have any more questions?
Just one last thing before we just conclude. I'm sharing again the Slido link. I'm presenting my, so I've shared one poll with you guys. Let's see. So are you excited for DMP 2024? And I can just say, how's the Josh? So yes, please do participate in this poll. Okay. Josh is high. Good to hear that.
Yes. And just to clarify once again, the stipend is 1 lakh. The coding period is for 3 months. You can apply up to 3 proposals. You will be mapped to one problem statement floated by an organization. Can be on a tech stack. The tech stack will be mentioned. Can be on a UI UX track, where it would be about design and user research and user operability. All the required skills will be mentioned on the project ticket. There is no eligibility criteria from our side. You can be from any college, you can be a working professional. Good to see, very excited. Hi,
Yes.
awesome.
I'm loving the replies, guys. Just keep on coming them.
In the meantime, guys, feel free to spread the word among your campuses, your colleges, whether you're a part of our college chapters or not. Anyone who's looking to create impact, looking forward to working on open source problem statements, solving really challenging population scale issues, dedicated mentoring program. We look forward to all your contributions.
Let's go another 6 months. Yes,
Yes.
will be the best contributor. Best wishes to you. I too get overwhelmed, yeah. I still get overwhelmed with a lot of things, so it's fine. At the end, it's just a competition, so you can just try your best.
Burhanuddin has asked, will we get the recording to this session? Yes, we'll be sharing this on our LinkedIn, YouTube. So you'll get access to it.
Great. Really love the response. Thank you for being a wonderful, wonderful participants in the call. Thank you for being so active in the call. Yes, feel free to ping us on Discord. Feel free to DM us. Feel free to write your questions on Discord. And anything from your side, Abhishek, Soumya?
No, all good. Thank you for being a wonderful audience to this Ask Me Anything session. We hope we've answered all your questions and queries. If anyone has any question, we'll give the last 10 seconds for you to pour in your questions. And a big shout out to, again, the team, Shruti, Abhishek, our contributor, Simran, Shlok, Rishit, Mohit, everyone who has taken out
Also
time.
to you, Soumya, you have taken very less credit, but a big shout out to you as well.
Thank you, everyone. So we'll be closing this call. Thank you for your participation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Soumya, just wait for a
Thank you.
second for ending the call. Huh?
I'm here only.
You can maybe stop the recording. Let me stop it.
We could